Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I will be talking about how you can get a good GPA in your university. So I basically, let me give you my background. So in the first semester at my university, my university is University of California Riverside. In the first semester I got a 3.9 GPA. Then in the second semester I got a 3.43 GPA, and in the third semester I got a 4.0 GPA. So I'm going to explain, like everyone talks about what you should do, but like from my from the second semester that I got a very bad GPA. So I realized what I did wrong. So that's I'm so when I'm talking about how you can get a 4.0 GPA, I will also talk about how what mistakes you can avoid. What mistakes I did in my second semester that got me a bad GPA. Okay, so starting off with the first tip that I want to give you guys is that I think not a lot of people talk about this, is that you need to manage your time very properly. So you will be managing your household chores, then you have to prepare for your assignments, so you have to find internships, and then prepare for other things as well. So it's going to be a lot of work, and that's when time management will be very necessary. So what I generally like to do is that I like to make a list of things that I want to complete today. So let it be in your small notebook, or somewhere in you have an app, or you manage these things in your calendar. You can do anything, just make a list of whatever things that you want to achieve or complete by this day, and generally keep the list of items a bit more. Let's say, for example, you think that you will only be able to complete 3, but I'll say create a list of 5, so that 2 more tasks you will know that you have to complete it by from the starting of tomorrow, the next day. So you'll have that mindset in your mindset with you. Okay, now the things that I did wrong in my second semester that got me a bad GPA was, the first mistake that I did was that whenever you are making a group, whenever you have gotten a group assignment and you're trying to make a group for it, try to be very careful on what group members you are selecting to do that group assignment with. Because a group assignment, what it generally means is that the coursework or the efforts have to be put in by every single member of the group. That's how you will be able to complete that group assignment. And if a person in your group is not able to put that much amount of efforts, then you will have to put the amount of efforts that he is not putting or she is not putting to get a good grade on that group assignment. So generally I think a lot of what we do is we try to connect with new people and do a group assignment with them. Now this could turn out in a good way, but this could turn out in a very bad way as well. So that's what happened to me, that I chose a wrong group partner, and I had to do his work as well. So I was stuck with him for because he was not doing his work. So I have to put in my more efforts in doing that group assignments, and because of that I was not able to focus properly in other subjects as well. So try to be very careful when you're selecting a group member for your group assignments. And the another mistake that I did was that stressing about the thing that has already happened. So for example, there was an exam that I gave and I scored bad on that exam. So I was continuously stressing out the whole week or 2 weeks that I have gotten a very bad grade in that exam. So I want you to don't stress about it. Just think on how you can score better in other exams or assignments, so that you can cover that mistake. Because after when when at the last, when I noticed that I even got a grade on that particular subject in that course, which I performed bad on the exam on, and on the other subjects I got a B. So that exam was actually something like like people had scored bad in that exam, so the professor has curved the grades. So even though I was stressing about it, I should have not stressed about it, because at the end I got a good GPA in that. Another thing that you need to make sure that you're not doing is you're not doing plagiarism, because a lot of students have got caught. When I was doing a particular course, so a lot of students got caught because they shared their code or their answers with another students who were doing the same assignment or a project. So I'll generally recommend to not do plagiarism, because if you get caught, you will get a very bad grade. So you need to make sure that you are not sharing the your answers or your whatever you have done with your project or assignment with anyone else. And also what you could actually do is you could also ask your professor for any help if you are not able to do a particular assignment or a project. He or she will generally help you if you are having any trouble, or you can even approach your TA. If you have a teaching assistant for your particular course, you can approach him during his office hours and ask him for his or her help. Another thing is, if that even if you are mentioning you're copying something from the internet, and you are mentioning in your assignment or in your project, make sure that you ask your professor if that is okay. He or she might recommend you to just put a credits in your credit section, or in the reference section just put that particular web page URL, or whatever research paper you have copied that particular content from. Another thing that you need to ask your professor is how much percentage of plagiarism is allowed. If he tells that it is okay to put the content, and but yeah, you need to also make sure that you are below the limit. For example, in one of my courses, there was a that I could copy stuff from the internet and put it in my any written assignment or something, but it was a hard limit that you should not go above the 30% plagiarism. So there are softwares available on the internet like Turnitin or something else that you can use on the internet to check how much percentage of plagiarism has been detected in your assignment, whatever you have written. So you need to make sure that it is below the limit. Another and the last thing that I want to focus tell you what you can do with the exams, because a lot of us struggle with exams sometimes. So what you could actually ask is, you can approach your professor and ask for important topics to study for the exam. He will not generally tell you that these are the topics that you should study, and I'll just ask these questions. So that's why you should ask the professor in a way that like, professor, what are the topics that I should put my more focus on while I'm studying for the exam. So he might be able to give you the important topics that you should look over when you are studying for the exam. So yeah, that might help you. And yeah, that wraps up this video. I hope this video was helpful for you, and thank you guys for watching, and make sure to follow me on Instagram. This is my Instagram ID, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.